GauraAratika Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Srivasadi Gauraka Vrinda Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Srivasadi Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Srivasadi Gauraka Vrinda GauraAratika Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Srivasadi Gauraka Vrinda Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Every time you give water after you give the flower. First you give the water, then you give the flower. You're doing it upside down all the time. Yes. Then Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Jaya Golden Vitai, Golden Vitai, Golden Vitai, Golden Vitai. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan. Jaya Radha, Madhava Radha, Madhava Radha. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Gaura Primanande, Jaya Vishnupada Paramahamsa, Pri Vrajga Saja Stotra Satta Sri Simad, His Divine Grace, Shiraboy Sharanaravind Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jaya Vishnupada Paramahamsa, Pri Vrajga Saja Stotra Satta Sri Simad, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Skandi Biti, Founder Acharyas, Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Ki Sri Vrindavan Mithra Dham Ki Sri Dwarka Dham Ki Sri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Sri Navadip Mayapur Dham Ki Sri Mayapur Chandradaya Mandir Ki Gangamayi Jamunmayi Ki Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Harinam Sankirtan Ki Samavata Bhakti Vrinda Ki Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai Shri Shri Gauritai Ki Jai Shri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Ki Jai Sri Krishna Balaram Ki Jai Sri Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Shri Sri Radha Madhava Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All that is to Sri Guru to Sri Gauranga, all that is to Srila Prabhupada. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Allah, Allah, Yato yato yamita to nisrinha. Bahir nisrinha, hridaye nisrinha. Narasimha madin saranam tapade. Kara kamala bhari nakam adita singha dalita hiranya kasipo tanu bhimna mati sabadrita narahari rupa hai jagadish hare. Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Avakara Kamala Bhare Akam Ambuka Singha Adita Hiranya Kasipu Gana Vrinda Kesavadita Narahare Rupa Jai Jagadish Kesavadita Narahare Rupa Jai Jagadish Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Kesavadita Narahare Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare. Jaya Nrsimhade, Jaya Nrsimhade, Nrsimhade Jaya Narasimhade. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. Lakshmi Narahari Lakshmi Narahari Narahari Lakshmi Narahari Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jai Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Gauratika. Ashmana. Yeah. Bhaja Hare Nanda Sri Nanda Nandana Bhaya Sarana Vindare Bhaja Hare Nanda Sri Nanda Nandana Bhaya Bhaja Hare Nanda Sri Nanda Nandana Bhaya Sarana Vindare Ejinadam hine jagire. Ekale se dino kripana durjana. Ekale se dino kripana durjana. Japala kikala bala. Jai Sri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai Nitai Gaur Ki Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. So we continue reading from the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 1, and let's see. Okay. We were reading last last time. Did you do any reading further? No. No. Okay. So we were reading how during the Rath Yatra Kirtan, it was very just like even now today in Jagannath Puri, Rath Yatra. Anyone attended Rath Yatra in Puri? No, okay. You have to be there to actually see. I've seen maybe on television, Doordarshan. Yeah. So like an ocean of people. I did not go to actual Rath Yatra, but I went to Ultarat when the Rath returns from Gundicha. That is also very crowded. It's like so. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was present, this is nicely described also how he would organize 7 kirtan parties, and he would choose the lead singer, the lead mridanga player. You know, everyone made a very strong team, and it is also described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that sometimes some of the parties were in the front of the Rath, some were in the back. Of course, there's 3 Raths, so they were at different places. And it is described how, in a very mystical kind of transcendental way, Lord Chaitanya, some few fortunate devotees actually could see Lord Chaitanya dancing in all 7 places at the same time. Yeah. So of course, Lord Chaitanya is himself the supreme personality of Godhead. So Krishna expands himself in the Rasa Lila. He expands himself as super soul. So for him, for us, it is inconceivable, but for him, it is very easy. And Lord Chaitanya would, we mentioned that last time, he would recite different verses from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, from the Srimad Bhagavatam. from the 10th canto, which is describing the confidential pastimes of Krishna and the gopis, and he would recite some verses that nobody could understand. But this one particular verse, Srila Rupa Goswami somehow could understand. And I think we read up to this section where Rupa Goswami had returned to his residence. It was not his residence of Haridas Thakur, because Haridas Thakur stayed himself alone, but whenever Rupa and Sanatan would be visiting, they would stay with him, because they took a vow never to enter the Jagannath temple, as we know. And so this is the particular pastime of this Rupa Goswami composing a very nice verse that that surprised Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyway, let's just read here text, text 61. You can repeat after me, I'll line by line, I will say. Shloka kari eka tala patrete likiya.
Shloka kari eka tala patrete likiya.
Apana basara chale rakila gunjiya. Translation: after composing this verse, Rupa Goswami wrote it on a palm leaf and put it on the roof of the thatched house in which he was living. Shloka raki gela samudra snana karite. Hena kale aila prabhu tanhara milite. Translation: after composing this verse and putting it on the roof of his house, Srila Rupa Goswami went to bathe in the sea. In the meantime, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to his hut to meet him. Haridasa Thakura Ad Rupa Sanatana. Jagannath Mandire Nayana Tina Jana. Translation: to avoid turmoil, these great personalities, Haridas Thakur, Srila Rupa Goswami, and Srila Sanatan Goswami, did not enter the temple of Lord Jagannath. There's a purport by Srila Prabhupada. It is still the practice at the Jagannath temple not to allow those to enter who do not strictly the Vedic culture known as Hinduism. Srila Haridas Thakur, Srila Rupa Goswami, and the Srila Sanatana Goswami had previous intimate connections with Muslims. Haridas Thakur had been born in a Muslim family, and the Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatana Goswami, having given up their social status in Hindu society, had been appointed ministers in the Muslim government. They had even changed their names to Dabir Khas and Sakar Malik. Thus, they had purposely been expelled from Brahmana society. Consequently, out of humility, they did not enter the temple of Jagannath, although the personality of Godhead Jagannath, in his form as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, personally came to see them every day. So what is better, to go to the temple to see Lord Jagannath, or to have Jagannath come and see you personally? Yes, every day. Similarly, the members of this Krishna consciousness society are sometimes refused entrance into some of the temples in India. We should not feel sorry about this as long as we engage in chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Krishna himself associates with devotees who are chanting his holy name, and there is no need to be unhappy over not being able to enter a certain temple. Such dogmatic prohibitions were not approved by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Those who were thought unfit to enter the Jagannath temple were daily visited by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this indicates that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not approve of the prohibitions. To avoid unnecessary turmoil, however, these great personalities would not enter the Jagannath temple. You have entered the Jagannath temple?
Yes. No, I didn't visit it.
Oh, didn't visit Jagannath Puri yet? You didn't go to Jagannath Puri?
Yeah, I didn't visit it.
Did you go to Jagannath Puri?
No.
Okay, right. Because sometimes people go to Jagannath Puri and don't visit the Jagannath temple. Of course, the main reason to go to Jagannath Puri is to visit the Jagannath temple. Yeah. Okay, that's where Rishi is visiting the Jagannath temple right now. On his way. Okay, we'll read a few more Krishna verses here. Mahaprabhu Jagannather Upal Bhog Dekhiya.
Mahaprabhu Jagannath Tera Upala Bhoga Dekhiya.
Nija Grihe Ana Etiner Miliya. Every day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to see the Upalabhoga ceremony at the Jagannath temple, at the temple of Jagannath. And after seeing this, he used to go visit these three great personalities on his way to his own residence. Purport: Upalabhoga is a particular type of offering performed just behind the Garuda Stamba on a stone slab. That stone slab is called the Upala. All food is offered within the temple room just below the altar of Jagannath. This bhoga, however, was offered on the stone slab within the vision of the public. Therefore, it is called Upala Bhoga. Etina madhye abe thake ye jana. Tandre asi apane mile prabhur niyam. If one of these were not present, he would meet the others. That was his regular practice. Daive asi prabhu yabe urdvete chahila.
Daive asi prabhu yabe urdvete chahila.
Chale gonja tula patre se shloka paila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the residence of Srila Rupa Goswami, he accidentally saw the palm leaf on the roof, and thus he read the verse composed by him. Sloka padiyache prabhu avista haya.
Sloka padiyache prabhu avista haya.
Rupa Gosani asi pade dandavat haina.
Rupa Goswami asi pade dandavat haina.
When reading this verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into an ecstatic mood. While he was in that state, Sri Rupa Goswami came and immediately fell down on the floor like a rod, like a stick. Yes. Purport: the word danda means rod or pole. Danda. Lati danda. A rod or pole falls straight. Similarly, when one offers obeisances to his superior, with all 8 angas, parts of the body, he performs what is called dandavat. Sometimes we only speak of dandavats, but actually do not fall down. Yes, Prabhu, you're not offering your dandavat. Dandavat means full. In any case, dandavat means falling down like a rod before one's superior. Yes. Uti Mahaprabhu Tandre Chapada Maria Kahite Lagila Kichu Kolete Korea. When Rupa Goswami fell down like a rod, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and gave him a slap. Then, taking him on his lap, he began to speak to him. Mora slokera abhipraya na jane ko na jane. Mora monera kotha tumi janile kemane. No one knows the purport of my verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. How could you understand my intention? Eta boli tandre bahu prasada koriya. Swarupa Gosani re sloka dekaila lana. Saying this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed various benedictions upon Rupa Goswami, and taking the verse, he later showed it to Sarup Goswami. Sarup Damodar, most intimate, confidential, servant, constantly serving, associating with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Swarupe Puchena Prabhu Haya Vishmite. Mora Manera Kotha Rupa Janila Kemate. Having shown the verse to Sarup Damodar with great wonder, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him how Rupa Goswami could understand the intentions of his mind. Purport. We had the opportunity to receive a similar blessing from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami when we presented an essay at his birthday ceremony. He was so pleased with that essay that he used to call some of his confidential devotees and show it to them. How could we have understood the intentions of Srila Prabhupada? Okay, one or two more verses. Swarupa kahe ate janila tomara mana. Tate jani hoya tomara kripara bhajana. Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami replied to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if Rupa Goswami can understand your mind and intention, he must have your lordship's special benediction. Yes. Prabhu kahe thare ami santushta hoy na. Alingana koilu sarva shakti sancharya. The Lord said, I was so pleased with Rupa Goswami that I embraced him and bestowed upon him all necessary potencies for preaching the bhakti cult. Mm. Yogya patra haya guntha rasa vivechane
Yogya Patraya Rasa Vivechane
tumiyo kahiyo dare guntha rasakyane.
Tumiyo Kayo Dare Gudhara Sakyane
I accept Srila Rupa Goswami as quite fit to understand the confidential mellows of devotional service, and I recommend that you explain devotional service to him further. Mm. Okay, this will be our Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki,
Jai
Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki,
Jai
Gaura Premanande,
Hari
Hare Krishna.
Goodness Bhakti Maharaj Jai